We're going to look at a pie chart showing where your money goes over the course of your lifetime. The point of this illustration is to show where your money really goes versus where you think, and to point out the influence the banks and the government, namely the IRS, have over our lives, and how to minimize that influence. Our pie is separated into 4 pieces, with the largest piece being interest at 40%. You don't think you spend that much in interest because we think in terms of my house is at 5% or my car is at 4%. We'll show you in a minute why it's 40%. Interest can be broken down into homes, cars, credit cards, and really any major purchases. The next piece is taxes at 34%. Uncle Sam always gets his share, and it's a big share at that. Income taxes, property taxes, sales and gasoline taxes, utility taxes on power, cable, cell phones, and if you're really lucky, you get to pay state taxes. Our next biggest piece is our living expenses at 23%. That's our cable and cell bills, groceries, dining out, etc. And that little slice of pie is our savings at 3%. If your slice is 10%, good for you. But these are all national averages for what Americans spend in their lifetime. Now, most of the financial industry focuses on that 3%, don't they? They say buy mutual funds, stocks, bonds, invest in your 401k. But we want to focus on all 3 pieces, not just savings. We're going to do this by showing you how to pay interest back to yourself. Instead of banks and finance companies making profits off of you, you get to be the bank and make the profits instead. Revealing a way to grow your wealth tax-free. Remember, those 401ks and IRAs will have taxes on them later on. Do you think taxes will be lower in 10 or 20 years? Over the course of time, building wealth tax-free not only makes you money, it saves you money at the same time. Increasing available cash so you can live a more prosperous lifestyle, not in 30 years when you retire, but in 5, 10, 20 years. Increasing your savings rate by eliminating debt. Debt is a prosperity killer, but most importantly, we show you how to do this without increasing what you're already paying out in interest, taxes, and savings. To illustrate where your money goes, let's take a look at a typical home purchase of $200,000 at 5% annual percentage rate interest. Most people finance their home for 30 years, or $1,060 a month in principal and interest for 360 months. So at 5%, you will pay a whopping $381,640 over 30 years. That's almost the price of 2 homes. You paid $181,640 in interest to your mortgage company. Is that 5%? Of course not. It's 91%. Your mortgage company made 91% on your money. Why not pay yourself back instead of a mortgage company whose job is to make money? The same principles apply to the purchase of cars and trucks. Pay yourself back, not a car dealer. People actually finance furniture at high rates, like 20%. You can make furniture purchases and pay yourself back. And of course, there's those dreaded credit cards. Rates soar into the 20% ranges on these things, and so many people just pay the minimum balances. Pay yourself back, not Visa, not MasterCard. You are in the business to make money off of your money. We have a video illustration of purchasing cars using conventional means and by using your own privatized bank. Take a look at it, if you haven't already, and it breaks down the transaction very simply. And of course, feel free to call one of our advisors to help take a look at your particular situation so we can show you, using the same money you pay out every month now, how you can build wealth, get debt-free, and create a lasting wealth legacy for your family.